Welcome back and welcome everybody to the Johnny Guitar channel. Thank you for joining us here today for something special. We're playing the Outer Worlds because I'm super psyched for the Outer Worlds Part 2. So I decided to do a bit of a playthrough of the first Outer Worlds and yeah. I created a new character and I wasn't initially going to create a brand new character for this run, but I wanted to play the Outer Worlds on my PlayStation 5 versus the PS4, so I basically had to create a new character, which sucks. Or not, because now we get to play the Outer Worlds, relive the game, and in October, fingers crossed, we'll get the Outer Worlds 2. So anyways, everybody, welcome back. In the last episode, we were here in, we're in the Halcyon system. I don't know what planet we're on, but we're in the tutorial town, basically. And I think in the last episode, we were remarking about some of the kind of Western themes we have. You know what I mean? Like we're, Edgewater is the name of the town. Okay. We're like in a frontier village, very Western aesthetic. And I was remarking that this game is a lot like Firefly, the Joss Whedon TV show. Some of the characters are very similar and or the same. Yeah. Let's check our quest log. Wait, that's not. Okay, so we need to go to Adelaide and her deserters. Okay, I remember. We're in Edgewater. All of the towns and peoples are owned by various corporations here on the edges. The Outer Worlds, as they call them. Anyways, everybody works for a corporation. Otherwise, you're considered a deserter. And we're going to go meet a group of deserters right now. Now, the main goal... The main goal is we need to get like some sort of power battery for our ship, the Unreliable, so we can escape this planet. But we're also going to be doing some of these side missions, so we're here with Pavardi. Let's take a quick look at our character, whose name is Ammon Unfrozen. Oh yeah. Oh, you are badass, my friend. You look great. You look great. Still wearing the hibernation suit, I see. Not the best for armor, but whatever. Okay. I think we can fast travel. Okay, we can fast travel to the community center. And then once again in the last episode I was remarking about kind of the world building that Obsidian has done with this game, and I feel like they've done a great job. I don't fully love this game. I've definitely put in plenty of hours. I don't like that you're stuck in first person mode. But of course in Outer Worlds 2, I think we're going to be getting a proper third person mode. And I also realized they were working with what they had. I think the truth of it is they were doing the best they could. Outer Worlds 2 seems to be a much bigger game, and oh shit. Oh, forgot all the buttons. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just get rid of some of this stuff. Jeez, I need something better. Oh, man. Okay. In today's episode, let's keep an eye out for some more armor. Okay. You do not have a lot of weapons. What am I even doing with this character? What is going on? This is crazy. Okay, I assume we're going to be doing a level up at some point, so I guess we should just... Okay, there we go. Finally. Finally. An assault rifle. Oh yeah, okay. Screw it, let's put on the suit. The problem is this is Marauder armor. It's got way better... Okay. I don't think that the deserters are going to assume I'm a Marauder just because I'm wearing this. Let us hope. Let us hope for the best. What do we got in here? Anything good? One thing about this game is there's so... Ooh. A wooden box. There's so many of these, like, food items you can pick up. Consumables, I guess we would call them. That I don't love it. I think it's a little overwhelming. Is that weird to say? I mean, if I go to my inventory, there's just so many different types of food item. And in the midst of battle, I never frickin' think. I never think to just suck down any of this. Okay, there we go. We ate a space apple. So my feeling with Edgewater, and they've kind of mentioned this in town, they mentioned that not only has like the economy broken, but they said there were many plagues that swept through Edgewater. And so that's... Son of a bitch. Okay, sorry. So that's why all of these like neighborhoods are empty and people only live within the center of town. Because plagues went through, maybe marauders. So at some point this would have been a thriving colony. And we're going to be seeing this throughout the game where these corporations kind of run these colonies, but for the most part, things are shit. Things are falling apart. The people who live and work on these planets are generally not happy. Guess we're just gonna keep picking shit up, huh? Pick up the soap. What's that? I mean, everything does look really lived in, right? Like the bed, there's this desk, someone was clearly eating a can of Spam or Cram. They were heating up their coffee. Yeah, someone was living here and surviving. One of my criticisms of this game, of course, is that the Marauders, who you fight often throughout these games, they're the basic bandit type, they've got no personality. They've got no, like, motivations other than, I'm a psychopath and I'm gonna kill anyone who approaches me. Now, I know that in the DLC, in one of the DLCs, it kind of, like, fleshes out who the Marauders are. But I like this idea that there are people who deserted the Spacer's Choice colony, and instead of just becoming marauders, they're actually out here trying to like start their own life, you know, like do their own thing. So without further ado, let's meet the members, the deserters. And Adelaide, we're going to have a couple conversations here, but once again, there's a lot of world building and a lot of personality on display. Now, this is the tutorial town. I say that because it's like the first place we go. So this place, Edgewater, is kind of a microcosm to the rest of the game and world. It's kind of giving us examples of choices we could make, conversations we could have, speech checks we can pass, stuff like that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the Johnny Guitar channel. Go ahead, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. The world is complicated and very heavy at the moment. So thank you for joining us here on Johnny Guitar, a place where we can forget all of our troubles and just dive on into the game.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another. Got anything in you besides questions? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Appreciate it. Honest. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. I'll tell you what I can. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own. What is it?
Okay, so one thing I do want to note, I previously just said that we don't really learn much about the Marauders here in the base game, and that's true, but there's one quest that I found in this game that kind of lets us know a little bit more about the Marauders, and that's this Zoe lady. Zoe, this missing person here, she went and joined the Marauders, and we don't really get to talk to any of the Marauders, but we get to talk to her. So I guess in a way we will be learning a little more about the Marauders. Let's go ahead and find Zoe before we talk to Adelaide. I feel like that would be more fun. Okay. So we're going to go speak with Stefan, and we're going to go snoop about her bedroom.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with? You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day. Hey, I got time.
Well, today's the day, Zoe. Today's the day you take your destiny into your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the Marauder threat. Bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves by the light of barrel fires. Probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folk like me, living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adelaide's food, and I've got some spare cans of salt tuna. Should last me a couple of weeks if I ration. Got some Adrena time, too. Everybody loves Adrena time, even Marauders, right? I got odds those Marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple of syringes of Adrena time before their eyes. This is gonna be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm gonna have a whole gang of Marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some Rizzos. Okay. Zoe is hilarious. I think it's because they mentioned she was watching something called Serials, which... Oh my god, I can steal a poster? Terror on Monarch with Ruth Bethany. So this is one of the DLCs, Murder on something. So I guess the corporations, they still like create these little TV shows for everybody to watch. And Zoe became obsessed with them. That's kind of what I'm assuming. We got another note. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'ams, and would you like another's? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake. Because I've always hated the cannery, and I don't think I'll ever have to look back to this journal many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the veil once, didn't I? Just because I got sick, everybody gets sick. Well, okay. I got sick and I grabbed a little too much Adrena time. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps? Oh, but you misappropriate one box of Adrena time and suddenly you're committing larceny. Okay. I like Zoe. In fact, Zoe is one of my favorite characters in the entire game. And yeah, Pavardi, I'm saying that right to your face. I like Zoe. I wish Zoe could become a companion. Okay, so she's wicked far away. Let's see. Yep, journal is... What? How do I know her location? I don't remember. Okay, so it's just a jaunt across the map. There'll be plenty of enemies and loot to pick up. Zoe Chandler. I love her so much, you guys. So much. Let's go rescue her. Or maybe she's happy where she's at. We shall see. Like and subscribe, everybody. Thanks for joining me.
Woo! We made it!
Okay, let's see here. Let's get rid of the pistol, because of course, slap on the hunting rifle. How's our character looking? I see. I see. So we gotta get handguns going in the right direction, but to be honest with you guys, if I could get, and I know this is maybe different from what I said in the last episode, but if we could get our leadership skills up higher, we could let our companions do most of the fighting for us, and that may be what we end up doing. Alright, let's keep going.
Handle this. Woohoo! I don't know anybody who ever came out this far. Easy.
Gonna find you.
Stand and deliver! Always wanted to say that.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways. What, you mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying. No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them. seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I've got all the time in Halcyon. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Also, he could carry on a conversation, unlike these hooligans. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is going to be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Something you need? That's on account of how I never met her. I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. Could be. Reckon I'll never know. You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vickers sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
Look, I already bought what you were selling me. Just give me some time to gather up my personals.
Zoe is so cool, you guys. Look at her smoking her cigarette, being a badass. Oh my god. Yeah, you're cool, Zoe. You look cool. You have cool hair. Yeah, I love me some Zoe. But you know what? Fear not, everybody, because soon, I'm hoping within this very live stream, we will be able to pick up a wonderful companion. There are two companions in this game that I like. A third that I kinda like. Pavardia is one companion I like. She's like naive and cute and kind of just fun. I like the Vicar. He's a bit of a dick. I don't find him incredibly intriguing, but I find him a little intriguing. So I like the Vicar. But there's one other companion we're going to meet out there, up in the sky, who I do definitely love. Anyways, we're getting back to Adelaide. Now remember, over at Edgewater, the guy in charge, Reed Thompson, he wants us to screw over these deserters because technically they're deserters. They've lost all their rights. But we're probably not going to do that because we are playing this game, our character here, Ammon Unfrozen. We are playing the game making the same types of decisions that I would make. And you know what? When it comes down to it, I'm pretty anti-authoritarian. I said that wrong, didn't I? Anyways, I'm also chill. I'm just a chill guy, okay? And I don't want... I don't really love corporations either. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. Let's do this.
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Okay. I think if I keep talking to people, there's a few more quests in town. Deserter's reputation. Okay.
Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery. Yeah, huh?
Okay, so this is a quest. I guess there's a boy here who used to follow Pavardi around, but Pavardi, you are special. Let's go talk to this guy, and then we're gonna hit that Tinker's workbench and see if we can't repair our armor.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. You're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town. Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we? Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. I wish I knew. I wager the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say. Would you? I'd be grateful. What's on your mind? Luck, mostly. Nothing's needed serious repairing yet. Nothing's broken down that we can't just replace with something scavenged from the outskirts. Oh, I can swap out a water filter or charge up a battery and go on pretending I know what I'm doing, but the moment I'm asked to do any real engineering, I'm in trouble. Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious. We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... oh, this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
Okay, this is where we're going to, like, repair our shit. Okay. First let's go to breakdown, and let's break down the stuff we don't want. So as you can see, everything is leveled as well. Like, this is a level 2 revolver. This bolter pistol is a level 5. Okay. Okay, we'll keep the stun baton and the bolter pistol. Let's go ahead and break down the hibernation suit because it's a level 1. This mining gear is also level 1. Okay. So we can compare stuff. Where does it tell me how? Okay, condition 97. 62 for the revolver, 63 for the bolter. Let's go ahead and repair them all. So to repair them, we use the weapon parts that we get from, you know, stuff. Now to tinker, say we want to tinker on our... It's like, this hunting rifle is a level 2 hunting rifle. It's like kind of not even worth my time to tinker with it, because tinkering uses money or bits. So level 3. The assault rifle is a level 5 assault rifle. You know, let's actually do the bolter pistol. So it will cost me 54 bits, but the damage is going to go up 1.8, which is going to bring it up to 27 damage, I guess. And I can keep tinkering, and it will keep going, but it's going to cost me more and more money every time I do that. Let's look under modify. So if we take the bolter pistol, there's no mods we can install. What about the hunting rifle? Okay. So it looks like I can install a mod that adds shock damage to the hunting rifle. Interesting. Might as well do it. After installation, this mod cannot be removed. Okay, maybe I don't want to do this on this because it does shock damage, which I think is kind of cool. We could also extend... Okay, so whenever we get a hunting rifle that's higher than level 2, we'll go ahead and modify it. Okay, well that was it though. Kind of gave us a good... So what I'm looking at now is... Before we talk to Adelaide, we need to run back to the community center as well as the town. He says that there's a third book out there somewhere, but nobody knows. I also don't know where that third book is. I'm going to guess, if I had to put a guess as to where the third book is, I'm going to say it's going to be in the geothermal plant. For now, though... Trying to... like not... There we go. There we go. It was difficult for a moment there. I want to find these volumes of this text for this dude, Thomas, before we talk to Adelaide. I guess I'm just doing these little side quests first. So remember, the community center is chock full of enemies. A lot of them. Last time we went in here, we kind of snuck around and avoided as many enemies as possible.
Okay, keep him quiet.
Okay, Pavardi, I love you so much. Keep quiet and keep your head down.
Cut him off.
Huh?
We can handle this! This one! Gosh, that's clever.
Did we just pick up a tactical shotgun? Okay, level 5 assault rifle. Love it. Love it. There we go. Oh, it's a level 8. Oh my god, I love it. Okay. For now, let's get rid of the revolver. Unequip that shit. So the bolter pistol, because the bolter pistol is quite nice. Let's get rid of the assault rifle. Or the hunting rifle, rather. We need to find a tinker's workbench. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a good shotgun. Okay, we will play with our shotgun later. For now, let's get into town. Edgewater. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. So I guess I'm getting a better idea of these deserters, right? Like some of these people, like Thomas, he was fired. So if you get fired, you basically get kicked out of the city. Zoe believed that the Marauders just kind of like hung around. I guess in a way the Marauders may also be deserters, but they seem like they're something different. And it's actually a wonder that the Marauders did not kill Zoe. Because I think in one of the DLCs, we will learn that the Marauders are like diseased or plagued with like a violence. They've got like a violence disease going or something. I don't know. Okay. Where are we going? Engineering room. Got it. Once again, I love the Western themes of this game. Oh, look at that. It's a ammo. Okay, let's just grab this. See if we can get this ammo box. How do I get up to that? I think I would have had to get on the railing and then jump, or oh wait, can I jump on this? Can I jump on this? Okay. Can I jump over here? Did I just pass a vending machine? Let's go hit this vending machine because we do need to keep our... Where's that vending machine? We gotta keep our weight down. I'm getting kind of heavy. Are you a vending machine? Okay, so we can sell all of our junk. Wonderful. go ahead and sell the hunting rifle. It's only a level 2 weapon, and we probably don't really even need it. And Spacer's Choice. Once again, everybody, let me know if you were excited for Outer Worlds 2. Because I am. I think Outer Worlds 2 is going to be a lot better than the first one. It seems like they're kind of going to have a little bit more of some of these RPG elements. Okay, we're going to head back to the Botanical Lab. It's going to be bigger maps, more open world. I don't know. Seems like it'll be good. People are quite upset that it's going to have $80 for the game, which doesn't bother me as much. Like, I don't want to pay $80, but wasn't it not too long ago that games were like $40? And then eventually games became like $60, and we were all okay with paying $60 for a game, but that was like a decade ago. 10 years ago. So yeah, I hate it. I hate life. I hate capitalism. That's why I'm here playing the Outer Worlds, because capitalism is great, but hyper-capitalism screws us over. And by us, I mean you and me, the common folk. Anyways, of course, after 10 years, the price of games is going to go up to $80. It makes sense to me. I'm not happy about it, but it makes sense to me. Games are going to continue being expensive. Alright, let's turn in what we got from this guy. We'll keep an eye out for the third book.
Any luck finding one of those manuals? No kidding. Really? Well, which one? Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me. Well, don't keep me in suspense. Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment. Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
Okay, this is it, everybody. We're going to go in here into the Botanical Lab. We're going to meet the leader of the deserters, Adelaide. Anyways, Reed Thompson wants us to screw over all these people and take their power source. We're going to be talking with Adelaide, and maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll come up with a different plan, because I don't want to screw over these people, because this is where I would be living, everybody. If I was here on this planet, stuck, I would have definitely run away from the corporation and the Saltuna factory. This place looks awesome. What's behind us? Oh! Son of a bitch. Oh, okay, I see it. Got it. You guys placed a lot of mines back here to, Okay, I just ran right into your minefield. Never mind, let's go have a conversation with Adelaide.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice. The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer. A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots. It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. A hero to the people who matter. To us. To the ones who come around. To the ones you save. Reed will never understand. He has been too long inebriated on the wine of corporate culture. All he sees is productivity, output, profits. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Yeah, huh? He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda. He never told me a word to that effect. And since he didn't, I didn't have to say nothing about feeling different. And nothing had to get weird. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
Okay. Okay. We need to get our asses to the geothermal plant. So yes, a question has been posed. Do we save the deserters? That's the geothermal plant? That's like not far at all. Okay, I thought for some reason it was further. We can shut down the town of Edgewater, which would save the deserters. And she said that people living in Edgewater would go ahead and just desert. I don't know where they would live. If anything, they would become more marauders, wouldn't they? I don't know. Also, there's a guy in town who wanted me to kill one of the robots at the geothermal plant. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, just keep moving. Just go. Okay. So we're going to go slaughter a robot. We're going to go to the geothermal plant. I mean, honestly, let's screw over the corporation because I'm in that kind of mood today. I think we're going to go ahead and help the deserters. Okay, geothermal plant looks cool. Apparently it's been taken over by robots. I think there's like a back way where we can sneak in. There's going to be a lot going on inside this power plant, so let's go ahead and do it. I think at some point, one of the things, so right, I already said I want to help out the people at the botanical garden, but I think Pavardi is going to be very upset by that decision. Because she's young and naive and she just doesn't get it.
Halt!
I always wanted to poke around in here.
Unexpected.
Let's go ahead and spend this level up, shall we? Shall we, everybody? So, I've got 10 points available. We gotta get leadership up. Can order companions to do... Okay, so minimum... Looks like, in my mind, we need to get leadership up to at least 40. So let's go ahead and throw 5 into this just for now. Just to boost us in the right direction. Boy, oh boy, there's a lot I would really like to do. It's too much. Okay, companion abilities. Awesome. Companion ability 1. Okay, cool. I see the button. I have one more perk point available. Now, we've already put one into Jet. We've already put one into that. Okay. Cheetah. 20% sprint speed. Awesome. Love it. Let's do it. Okay, so I assume we're just going to be fighting a ton of robots in here. I think we're looking for a logic pad, but we also have to divert the power to either Edgewater or the Botanical Garden.
The control room should be ahead somewhere and a touch to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
Esper says my favorite build is a science, what'd you say? A science melee build, it's so busted. That's nice. I know there's science weapons in here, so I'm definitely gonna try to create a science-based character on some level. Yeah, oh look, they have like their own version of... Okay. Esper, are you excited for the Outer Worlds Part 2? Is that a thing that you were excited for? Yeah, I haven't really explored many of the science weapons in this game, and I'd like to change that. I'd like to be a little bit more of a scientist.
Halt. Investigate.
We're pretty good at this.
Yeah, I am pretty good at this, Pavardi. I am good at this. Okay, let's see if we can find this logic module for the paranoid dude. Okay. We need the security chief's key card, which I'm sure will be somewhere within the facility.
Nicely done.
Well, maybe it's in a locker. There's a hammer on the Mercantile Hub that does all elements on a heavy attack. Everything with range. But yeah, I'm hyped for the sequel. Okay, we just got some nice armor. I believe... It's possible that if we put the worker outfit on, the robots won't attack us, but I'm not 100% sure about that. The standard trooper armor is probably the best armor we have at the moment. Yeah. Screw it. Let's just kill everyone. Standard trooper armor it is. Sealed, huh? Okay, so I guess we're gonna keep just opening random doors until at some point we find the key card we're looking for, as well as a way to get in those sealed doors. Okay, did I... Oh, you. Did I miss something? Where are the... Where is the key card that I need? What did that do? I had to borrow your copy of Mechanical Engineering, Radios and Soldering. I needed the reference. I've returned the copy to the repair bay. Oh, this is the third copy. Okay, the repair bay. I see. So let's go ahead and go outside and check vending machine. Let's go ahead and check some of these other buildings around here. See if we can find that key card or something. I know I'm missing something in this building. I know that I am missing something. But that's fine. We'll do a little bit of exploring. It seems that these robots are not that difficult to take out. Yeah. There's at least one other building here. Can I open any of these buildings? Nope. Not really. Corporate Commander. There's some primates over there. We haven't really fought any primates. I'm just following this road to the end because I'm just... Oh, shit.
Great work!
Well, look at this. What is this?
That'd be for me.
It's an abandoned settlement. Let's go ahead and... Who knows? We may find something interesting here. let's keep, it seems that whenever there's an explosion near my face, I seem to get confused for a moment, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, I feel like I missed something. I feel like I missed something. Ooh, was that a plasma rifle? How is the plasma rifle? Wait, where is it? Here it is. Level 6. What was that note just saying, that I can, like, charge this? Okay. Their bathrooms are weird on this planet. So yes, I get it. If I go that way, I get to decide what happens with the geothermal plant. I guess I'm just upset because honestly, I feel like I need to get into... Oh. Unlock doors. Enter passcode. Okay. Gonna make a mad dash for the control room. Might be able to shut things down. Okay, so it looks like the dude that we're hunting, the guy who has the chief security key card, he's probably somewhere around here. And I guess the robots have gone crazy, which happens anytime you have robots. It's just a thing.
Processing.
Woohoo! Nice work!
Unexpected. Beginning
Here they
security.
come!
Reality now.
Got 'em all!
Okay, we just picked up 2 new armor types. So currently I'm wearing standard Trooper 14. Let's see what we picked up. Okay, some of this stuff is ridiculous. Let's just get rid of it. Okay, so we've got Riot Control, which is only 5 or 4 armor. I was hoping it would be better, but it's really not. Okay, so Riot Control is garbage. What about Ordnance Control? 10 armor. Raises my melee skills. Nope, not better than Standard Trooper. Okay, and then while we're here, we might as well break down some weapons. Sweet. Looks like I can repair stuff as we go, which is super useful. We'll keep the shotgun on the side for now. 238 DPS. That's like way higher than my plasma rifle. Okay, we're shotgun wielding. Keep an eye out for that very elusive keycard. Chief security keycard.
Go away, Phantom! No, just leave me alone! Get away! You're not real! You're not real! Get away from me, Phantom! Shoot! Scram! You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorized me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides. Braised, boiled, charred, skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries. Repaired them, maintained, upgraded. Did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons. You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you. Funny thing, I was working on a logic module just before the mayhem started. Security chief found me and confiscated the logic module. The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy. Forgot what you were gonna say? Me too.
Okay. Okay. So, that didn't super help me out. So here's the main quest, which I'm ignoring just for a moment. Phineas needs your help. Okay. Right now we're doing... Okay, return... No, I want to do Die Robot. We've gotten all the engineering manuals. Die Robot means... Oh. So I don't think we've gotten the key card yet. Those are stairs. What's this door right here?
Got it. Inside voices.
Yeah, gotta keep an eye out for that key card.
Nicely done. Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Oh. Searching for unauthorized persons.
No!
Okay, we've done all of the side quests. It's now time to divert the power. I love you, Pavardi, I really do, but I think I'd rather give the power to Adelaide versus the cannery. Screw the cannery and screw Spacer's Choice. You guys can sit and spin.
Process performed.
Watch out! Don't mess with us. He took one down!
Once we do this, there's no going back. Where are we headed? Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow, she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Okay, we need to go check in with the deserters. Give Thomas the last engineer manual. We do need to swing by Edgewater and turn in our Die Robot Die quest line, which, and then we need to go into the Saltuna factory and actually grab their power regulator. Right? Okay, let's check the journal. You diverted, Reed must... Okay, oh, we need to go back to Reed and talk with him. I'm sure he's pissed off. I'm sure Reed is very pissed the F off. Okay, we need to go back to the botanical lab, turn in our quest to Thomas, and I assume that Adelaide will reward me, so let's go talk with her as well. We're about to get off this planet, everybody. This is what we've all been working for. We are about to escape the confines of this planet on the ship, the Unreliable. Soon. Soon. In just a little bit.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
You hear that? That low, pleasant hum of electricity? It whispers across the veil like the winds of change. You've done well. I would have paid my last 5 bits to see the look on Reed's face when the last lamp in town burnt out and the cannery fell to silence. Time's come to look toward the future. We'll grow, I expect. A lot of workers out there with nowhere else to go. Not as many as you'd think. We're not about to let the whole town join our flock. Just the ones willing to renounce their corporate loyalties and live the way nature intended. I am curious. Why did you help us? You don't know who we are. You don't owe us a thing. The plant's crawling with mechanicals, so it stands to reason you risked your life. You're not quite like anyone else I've met. You haven't had your consciousness programmed by the board. You're welcome among us if you're ever so inclined.
Any luck finding one of those manuals? No kidding! Really? Well, which one? The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible! You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. That's a complete set! All 3 parts! I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen! Aside from you, Ms. Parvati, I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
Okay, so let's go ahead and check out our modding situation. The tactical shotgun, we should definitely install a mod. Oh, is there nothing I can put on here? I can raise the magazine size, or I can add shock. Let's go ahead and just do them both. There's going to be plenty of mods that we're going to come in contact with, so this is fine. Okay. Our tactical shotgun is bad as F. Let's go ahead and tinker on our shotgun. It's expensive, but we just made the damage higher. Let's go ahead and repair all equipped items. Awesome. Okay, we got a bolter pistol, level 7, level 5 assault rifles. They're better assault rifle. Nope, it's about the same. It's a plasma rifle, impact hammer, light machine gun. Let's break down some of these things. Mechanics overalls. I do get better tech skill. Let's go ahead and tinker with this armor. It's a level 9 armor, and it seems pretty good. Standard trooper armor. Can we repair it? Nope, don't need to repair it. Okay, here we go. We can put in this applies an electrical charge to the armor's exterior. Okay, good for people who are attacking me melee. This mod increases ranged weapons. And this one increases my carry capacity. Let's go ahead and just... Let's go ahead and install this all. We will come across more mod kits as time goes on. Okay. Our trooper armor is badass. Everything about us is just absolutely golden. Oh my god. Ammon Unfrozen, you are a beast, sir. An absolute beast. Okay. So, we do need to get our asses back to Edgewater. Let's go to the landing pod so we could turn in our robot quest. Then we need to confront Reed Thompson. Then we need to steal the capacitor, the flux capacitor from the cannery so that we can get our ship up into the air. Okay, that's a lot to do, everybody, but I don't think it's going to take too long, so we're going to be ending this live stream soon. It's how long have I been live streaming? For quite a while. Like and subscribe, everybody. Thank you for joining me here on the Johnny Guitar channel. Let's get into it. We're almost done here, everybody.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. Hello.
Town's been dark a while now. Could be a mechanical trying to sabotage us. Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, well, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
I'll meet you on the ship when you're ready to depart from Emerald Vale. Captain.
I put my whole life in that cannery.
You must be very proud. Oh, it's you. Reed told me I should be expecting you. He's inside.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it? That power regulator is company property. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you. Apologies won't give us our lives back, but for what it's worth, I am sorry too. Edgewater's dead. Our cannery's dead. Adelaide's deserters are never coming back. Spacer's Choice will shut us down before long. Some of us will die of illness by then. Some will move on. Some will starve. And as for me, I will tender my resignation, whereupon I shall be processed and then duly imprisoned for gross incompetence.
Okay, awesome. This is it, everybody. This is us getting the F off this planet and finally getting the Reliable up and running. I'm super excited about this. Because once we get off this planet and we get our ship, the system, the Halcyon system, kind of really opens up to us. The main plot moves forward. We learn more about Phineas. We learn more about... We pick up a ton more companions. We're going to be picking up some pretty interesting companions. Once again, we haven't even talked to my favorite companion of the game. Let's go ahead and spend this level up, though, while we're here. Dang it, so there was an intimidation check we could have used. And that. Okay, worth it. We got our persuade up. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to be a dialogue and tech type of person. Okay, apply that. I accept it. That's it. No extra perks. Okay. Thank you guys for watching me. This has been a lot of fun. I've really been enjoying this so far. I know we're only a few hours into it and we're barely leaving the tutorial town. But like I said, this little area of Edgewater is a microism to the greater game. It kind of shows us some of the mechanics involved, which is making choices, and choices that are on a gray scale. There was no right choice there. By helping the deserters, I screwed the people of, the hardworking people of Edgewater. If I would have helped Edgewater, I would have screwed over the deserters. Doesn't matter. There was no good choice, and I love a game that does that. Obsidian is an awesome company. They usually do really well when making those tough decisions in their games. So we also learned a little bit about combat, we learned a little bit about tinkering and specializing weapons. Sweet. Let's head over here, let's get onto our ship, and let's continue this amazing adventure. Thank you for watching Johnny Guitar.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post. I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no, but can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think? Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Like I said, everybody, this is it. We are about to blast off. Now, we're going to be ending the live stream in just a moment here, because I think in the next Outer Worlds live stream, we will start checking out the atmosphere. There's like a space station floating above our heads that we're going to visit. There's a lot going on. We're going to do that in the next episode. Let's go ahead and end this episode with us finally getting the Unreliable off the ground and into space. Thank you for watching Johnny Guitar. Seriously, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate your presence. I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know in the comments below if you were excited for the Outer Worlds 2. Let's get the Unreliable off the ground.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities. We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.